Welcome back to the channel. This is Naz, and I have my comic haul for this month. I'm doing a separate video for that. What I picked up in June, July, and August again for omnibuses. I picked up quite a few omnibuses. I was picking up the trades, but then I was like, you know what? Why don't I just get collections of characters that I enjoy and that I love? And one of the characters that I started with, or really the big book that began this whole me buying omnibuses, was this one, Superman by Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason. Now, I'm not really familiar with runs and kind of the continuity and the canonness, and with manga, if I want to get into Dragon Ball, I'll just pick up Volume 1, right? If I want to get into Naruto, I pick up Volume 1. There's no rhyme, you don't need brain cells. You just got to pick up Volume 1. When it comes to diving into a character like Superman, there's a place to start. Well, the character is like 50 years old, so you go all the way back to issue number 1, which I don't know if you're gonna find, but those were like some of the things that were going in my head. I was kind of going through the internet looking for a great Superman story that I wanted to read because, well, I mean, besides some of the popular culture, some of the movies, the animated shows, those are really the only things that I'm familiar with. So I haven't really read a proper, comic. I mean, I skimmed here and there, but this was my first into this world, with that being said, so there is just a catalog, a library, an ocean of material to go through and to pick from, to kind of get the character, to get how the character feels and what the character represents and who they are. So I think this is a great place. I don't think I really did research to get into it. I just accidentally picked this one up, so it was an accident. It wasn't really a coincidence, and this was a great place to start because I think this is the DC later on, after I did a little bit of research. This is the rebirth, meaning this is after the 52 era. I'm not sure about what had happened. What had happened was something happened with the new 52. People didn't like it, I think, so they pretty much took it out of the canon. Whoever is behind. And Peter J. Tomasi takes this over. So this is his run on Superman, and this is called the Rebirth, the Rebirth line. And I quite enjoyed this. And one of the things that I enjoyed about this one was actually even his son. So the Super Sons, Jonathan, the family dynamic, and just it is a fun series. And I love the art too. And I was like, this was a change of taste for me personally from just reading black and white manga. That I get to enjoy this. This is another medium, similar, but at the same time has to offer something else. It's just another form of telling story, and it's great, and it's beautiful. So I loved it, enjoyed it, was happy to have this, and I've read it, most of it really. I'm pretty much about 3/4 in, and I'm slowly enjoying it. And now the problem is though, there's just so much backdrop and a great deal of continuity that I gotta go back into, that I'm afraid a lot really, because a lot of the books are not, you can't find them. I was looking for the Death and Rebirth, that omnibus, but I think that one's going for like $300 on the market. Oh my goodness, cannot mess with that. So I hope they do a reprint for the Death of Superman. Hopefully I'll get that one. Otherwise, I'll see if I can find the new 52 Superman, maybe read that one, and then it will connect to the story. So that's Superman right here. Now the one that I'm enjoying at the moment, this is kind of an older version, the Man of Steel Volume 1. I got all 3 volumes, almost done with this one, and I'm happy to have this one because this kind of goes back and it is a new take on Superman. So in a sense, it is, I don't know when this is done. This is way back. The art is very drastically different in comparison to kind of Peter J. Tomasi's and Patrick Gleason's Superman. This is way different. So the Man of Steel by John Green, and the art style is drastically different with this one. So the first volume here, and I got the second volume. I ordered all these because they were going for cheap on Amazon, and I just got them, and I like the way they look and the art in here, and so I'm happy to have all 3. I think this is it. It's complete. These hardcovers for Superman, so I have some good Superman material to munch on for the foreseeable future until I find another book. So as far as the character is concerned, I'm happy to have this in my collection, which that is, I'm starting collecting. Now with Batman is actually my favorite character. So I have read some stuff beforehand, and I actually even had a box set for the Court of Owls, which I really enjoyed. And then Gotham was one of my favorite series on Netflix. A few other Batman series. Year One, I already had that one. I read that before. The Killing Joke was another one that I already read beforehand. So it was good to have this omnibus added to the collection that I got by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. And the art in this bad boy is whoa, unbelievable. So a great edition. As for Batman, I think that's the only thing that I got for Batman. Did I get anything else? No, that's about it for Batman as a character. And I think this kind of throws you in the middle. I don't know if it restarts the series. The complexity of the character. I do want to go back and kind of begin and have a run with the Robins and what happened to one of the Robins, and then I don't know. I just want to really kind of slowly but surely begin from there, like go all the way back to the beginning, whatever is canon or whatever is not, and then slowly tread my way to this point with all of the different runs. And so it's gonna be a while. It's gonna take some time, but that's for Batman there. Bye. And the art in there super cool. Now I got this solely the Super Sons, which is the second model. This one I got because I like the character of Jonathan Kent in Superman by so I got this, and I'm kind of in the middle there, and I'm enjoying the dynamic between Superboy and Robin, and I'm actually having a new love for this Robin here, Damian Wayne. I know there's a lot of other Robins, so I'm actually liking this man. And my goodness, this one is fun. It's a fun series. It's a palate cleanser. I think it doesn't take itself too seriously. The stakes are there, and particularly one story that I enjoyed was in the middle, where I think one of the Robins comes back to maybe kill Superboy. Yeah. I don't know if I'm spoiling it. Oh, and it was just good. It was good. Yeah, it was so good. Oh, so learned a lot about it. Super Sons. I definitely would recommend this one. It's just fun. It's fun. It is a fun. You don't have to have. I mean, there are a few things that you need to know about comics, but I honestly was happy to read this one, and the art was super cool too. So I don't know if is it the same people? Yeah, Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason, the same people that did that other DC Rebirth. And now, so I kind of got into your Batman, your Superman. Obviously, you can't have these characters without Wonder Woman, the Trinity of DC. But I got I got Wonder Woman this one. I read the first volume, the first trade on the internet before I got this this omnibus, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. So I read the first trade paperback. I think is that it? The first volume of this run. And this is kind of a gateway into the character because it kind of does a fresh start for the character. So I read that before I got it, and it just impressed me so much. The story that it was telling, the perspective, and it was, I don't know, I really didn't, it felt different. It didn't feel like a, kind of like putting on a like cape. It doesn't feel like Superman, it doesn't feel like Batman. It feels original in its own way. And there's more mythology into it, and a mythos. So I don't know if it makes sense, but that's kind of the feel that I got in this part. This picture right there is super cool. So I'm happy to have this omnibus, really. And I want to. So now I gotta take it slowly though, so I can't just dive in all the way. But that's kind of my favorite characters. Those three are kind of it. The Flash is another character that I'm, just enthused about, really. But this one I found at the half-price books, and it was going for half off, so I just picked it up. And it's really reminiscent of the series on Netflix. So the Flash on Netflix, they take most of the material from here, and the art in this bad boy is not something to sneeze at. And then the fastest man alive. I am looking forward to actually going back and getting the ones that run by Mark Waid, and then also the other one by I think there was two runs. Jeff Johns, yeah, Jeff Johns. I actually got this first one just to test out Jeff Johns' take on the character, but I'm looking forward to also later on getting some of the takes by Mark Waid. And just, I don't know, I love the character, Flash. The Flash is another character that I like. So those are kind of like the characters that I like as far as DC is concerned. Not really much of a fan of Marvel, but I do love Daredevil and probably Punisher. Those are pretty much the two characters that I'll probably get if I wanted to dive in. But I gotta restrain myself and keep up, keep it together, because I already have an obsession with manga, so can't go all out. Otherwise, the bank, the money, no money, no money. Now this one is when I was trying to find more Superman stories. Was this one? I got this Secret Origin. The art didn't sit well with me while I was reading this. I'm not gonna lie. The story was okay, really, but I just got it because I thought it was gonna be a good way to kind of get a feel for what the character represents. It is Jeff Johns, but the art felt weird. The art felt weird. It rubbed me off in another way. I don't know. I just didn't vibe with it. But I already read it. I'll probably sell it. I'm not gonna keep it. Now, this one, I've been hearing this man's name all over the place. Grant Morrison. So I got this Batman, and I don't know if it was a mistake, because it kind of begins in the middle of everything, really. So the story is a little bit confusing, but I'll give it a try first and see what's what for Batman. Another Batman story. I got a lot of Batman, really. More Batman, but Batman is really. You can actually have a library of just Batman books if you go into Batman. It's just crazy. So 50 years worth of material is nothing to really. If I only decide to read only Batman for the rest of my life, I will have enough material. I will not run out of material. That's how vast the catalog is. And I'm not saying that all of them are bad. There are some great stories in store somewhere, lurking in the shadows. Actor. The Shadow Realm. Okay. So that's it now for DC superheroes. That's pretty much it. But I got this character too. I'm a fan of this character right here, Lucifer here, from the Sandman universe. Yeah, so it was good to have this in the omnibus and kind of enjoy this story. I read a little bit online first, and I got it. I did a test drive online first before I got this, and I got it for cheap. I think there's another omnibus. Is there another omnibus? Yeah, I think there is. There's another one to complete the stories. So, yeah. Now, the thing that I'm actually even more enthused about, and I was so happy to have this, because I was originally planning to get the Absolutes. At some point was Preacher. I was planning to get the Absolutes, but then I saw the Omnibus, and I thought, well, I think it's cheaper this way than the Absolutes. Even though the Absolutes look majestic in its presentation, this is the route I decided to go. So there's one more omnibus that's coming out, or it just came out, I think. It's coming out or it just came out. So priority number one is probably getting the omnibus for this one, the second omnibus, because I want to complete this first before I go anywhere else. This is probably like priority number one as far as what I'm planning to collect. Preacher. Even though like I said, the Absolutes are sick. Those Absolutes, man, yeah. Anybody should have that in their collection. I think that's a must-have for everybody. And finally, I think this one I got Neil Gaiman's Sandman. I've been always eyeing this one, and I don't know why I've been slow to get this for the longest. I actually ordered it from in stock trades, and they took the sweet time to ship it to me. I think took them like 2 months. So leather looks dope, and I'm reading the story at the moment, and I'm just slowly enjoying it. And it's one of the greatest stories that I've read, really. So, yes, Sandman. I don't know how many of these are out there, but these bad boys, well, super cool, super cool. But I still contend that the Preacher Absolutes look way better, no matter what. But that's kind of some of the stuff that I got for my collection as far as comics are concerned. I'm enjoying what I've enjoyed most. Oh, I read this one, The Flash here. Oh my god, these are just fun stories to read, and I'm happy to read them at my own pace, and I'm just having fun with them. It's more there, like there's a variety. There's a variety. I understand that the backdrop, the comic industry, it's just so many books, so many great stories that it's like this just the tip. It's not even the tip of the iceberg. Like it's so much more material for me to dive into that I'm like restraining myself, because sometimes I have this problem where I just go all in, but I already have a habit of going all in with everything. So I need to kind of restrain myself and just pick and choose from little bits and pieces, because I can't devote myself wholeheartedly, because I don't have the time of day to devote myself in all these aspects. You know, I can't be a jack of all trades when it comes to like collecting. I just gotta stay focused. I mean, it's not that because I don't like it. I just love manga a little bit more. Therefore, I kind of focus more on the manga, and I don't want to be a hoarder. So I'm kind of refraining myself pretty much. But I'm happy to have these in my collection. Uh, but mainly the Preacher is probably the what I'm gonna get next. Slowly, what I'm gonna get next. So that's kind of what I got for this month. Let me know what you guys been getting. If you're, what you think. If anybody wants recommendations, I'm not really the person. There's probably other great comic tubers out there that know more about comics than me. So that's that. Oh, thanks for watching. Peace.